What up, world? Wait for a couple people to roll in. To the people who are gonna stroll in and watch this later, though, replay crew and all you, what's going on? God bless. Hope everybody's doing good. And if you can, leave a comment after you're done with whatever portion of this you're gonna watch. I listen to music a lot of these streams in the beginning while I wait for people to come in, so you could always skip the music if I didn't edit it out yet, and catch the actual show. Let me see something. Get an invite link here. All right, the link is in the chat. You're good. The link is in the chat. If anybody comes on, wants to jump in. Let's see. Wait, nobody's in there yet. I just started it. All right. Oh, I think my phone's blowing up. Hold up, fool. All right, I'm back. The link's in the chat. Anybody who wants to jump up, let me know. Anybody who jumps on, jump in the chat. Let me know you're here. Just say what up. Playing some music till a couple of people show up. Waiting for a few people to jump up here, come in the chat, or jump on the panel, or whatever. Listen to some music till we hear this. Or listen to this till somebody jumps in. I'll play the things I got planned for tonight. All right, let's get into it. Fuck it. One more song. Oh, I think there's like one person in here because I don't see nobody in the chat yet. I think we just got one lurker or something. Wait for a couple people to pop in, and then we'll get into the show.
So check it out. Yeah.
Anybody who actually can appreciate hip hop should appreciate this song. Back when they used to use, parts of a word to break down into using that same type of word over. Oh, Foolish Flock, what up, my guy? I've been waiting for somebody to pop up and jump in chat or something so I could start the show. I'm just going to finish up this song and then we're going to start the show, brother. Glad to have you here. And we got William Wallace here too. God bless, brother. I'm just doing this real quick, this last song, while I wait for a couple people to pop in, and then we're going to jump over to the actual show. All right, let me stop the blasphemy. Carmine, or Carmela it is. What's up, Carmela? All right, we're getting out of all this. We're about to get into the show. I got to exit these. And then we can actually get into the show. All right, I'm going to start the show now. Good to have Carmela here. Great to have William Wallace and everybody else, Foolish Flock, and even whoever I think we got a couple lurkers even up in here now, so we're going to start the show up. All right. You see what I got going on over here. I don't even have a plan yet, what I'm starting with or anything. I'm just jumping around a little. Oh, God. Let's go look at this one.
Police say a 27-year-old is under arrest, accused of raping a 12-year-old girl inside of a housing complex in Williamsburg. Investigators say the
Williamsburg, Brooklyn, New York. a fucking 12-year-old girl.
The attack happened Thursday, and that man is now facing a slew of charges.
Yeah, that's right. We're standing outside of the Child SVU building here in downtown Brooklyn, where 27-year-old Eric McMichael was taken out of the building and into a car headed for court moments ago. We want to show you that video. McMichael can be seen keeping his head low as he was walked out of the building. He faces charges.
Yeah, of course he was trying to keep his fucking head low. These fucking rats and PDFs, lowest of low.
Of burglary, sexually motivated sex abuse of someone physically helpless, endangering the welfare of a child, and sex abuse of a victim under 14. All of this for attacking a 12-year-old girl in Williamsburg Thursday. Now, he was arrested at 146 Clay Street, which we're learning is a shelter. We're also learning he has 4 prior felony convictions, including for rape in 2019.
So he's got 4 priors, felonies, convictions. How? It's hard for me to even continue. Yeah, foolish flock. I agree, brother. And yeah, it's hard to even continue with this. But a dude like me, I got, you know, I've had like 8 felonies at once and shit or whatever it was. But I beat it down to 1 or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I got 2 strikes in New York. If I get 1 more, I'm done. Like, how do dudes like this can get 4 for like rape and shit, and they'll say the shit that I did was worse or something? Like, are you kidding me? I never harmed no people like that. But my charges could have got me 25 to life. And these scumbags, he does a rape in 2019. He's out already. And raping 12-year-old girls while robbing them. It's fucking disgusting. What's going on, William Wallace? He's been on popular shows bragging about being a drug dealer. Who? That's not cool, bro, to be a drug dealer. Trust me. If I wanted to brag about some shit, I could astound some people in these communities. Like, they don't know about dealing anything. Put it that way.
He's also currently on parole for a burglary.
So you someone in 2019 and you're somehow out of jail already, and then you did a burglary after that and you're somehow out of jail already, and now you someone again.
2019 to today, that's 6 years. So whatever your was that got you in 2019, let's say you're out in 3 years, then you do an armed robbery, and you don't go back for 10 or something.
And you have to think that burglary was probably a home invasion, armed robbery with a rape or something else too, and they just let him plea out to a burglary, to be honest. Like, gay JC, all judgmental over MRE's weed possession charge. Oh, William Wallace, you talk about Gacy, the West Coast dude from back in the day that used to try to, like, oh man, that dude, William Wallace. Is this who we're talking about? Seriously? This guy even exists in conversations still for people? Fucking weed possession charge. I got fucking boxes full of this shit. Like, what the fuck are you fucking pussies complaining about? I got boxes full of bud. I don't get my bud in a bag. The what salesman? The what? SAT salesman? I don't get it. What are you saying? He's taking high school tests for people for money? I don't get it. What are you talking about, William Wallace? I don't do nothing illegal, bro.
Something. The inability to keep this guy behind bars, who's clearly a violent, borderline person, caused a 12-year-old girl to have like the worst night of her life and possible trauma for the rest of her life.
Police say a 27-year-old is under arrest, accused of raping a 12-year-old girl inside of a housing complex in Williamsburg. Investigators say the attack happened Thursday, and that man is now facing a slew of charges.
Yeah, that's right. We're standing outside of the Child SVU building here in downtown Brooklyn, where 27-year-old.
Oh, satellite salesman? That's what he does? That's his fucking job? Are you fucking kidding me?
Eric McMichael was taken out of the building and into a car headed for court moments ago. We want to show you that video. McMichael can be seen keeping his head low as he was walked out of the building. He faces charges of burglary, sexually motivated sex abuse of someone physically helpless, endangering the welfare.
Yeah, I can't do that. I think that was just repeating, but let's get to something else. Hang on. I got more. He sold satellite dishes. What a fucking lame. I used to do that in 9th grade. I used to sell those little black cable boxes to bootleg all the shows. And I used to sell, they used to have these other boxes in New York. We used to have, it was called a DMX machine before the rapper DMX. Like right before he came out, it was called a DMX machine. And it would play like satellite music from like all different music. And it was big back then when I was in like 9th grade. So I used to sell them too. But I think the ones we used to get were stolen. And there was tons of them. All right, we can go over this one. MRE did some predator catcher shit the other day. I wanted to go over this.
I think we all know at this point that predator catching is probably one of the most...
Okay, so William Wallace says MRE showed an advert that he was in on one show. Oh, that he was in on a show. Okay, so MRE found an advertisement for him trying to sell satellite dishes and shit. These fucking people, they're such clowns, bro.
most amazing yet dangerous things you can do content creation wise. And it's especially a good thing since they are literally getting paid to catch predators and get them arrested, and if not, humiliate them and ruin their life forever. Now, whether it's for the cause or for the money, lots of people have been tuning into this. Most notable being Skeeter Gene and Gideon, which are currently the biggest predator catching channels on YouTube. Now, if you've been watching their videos, you might notice a reoccurring pattern with these preds.
Go, go, go! Yeah! Shit.
They always stress. Obviously, everyone knows that once a predator gets caught, their life is basically over, regardless if they're sent to jail or not, and how serious the situation may be. Their way of trying to save their own lives can be absolutely comical. It's usually the same thing, such as, I thought she was 18, I came here to teach the kid a lesson, or claiming that they...
Those are like the three most common excuses I see. He was on Soft Weight Underbelly talking how he moved serious weight with Cartel. Oh my God, they put him on there. They'll put anybody on. Fucking child killers like Sammy the Rat, whoever. All these filthy stool pigeons and the stool pigeon lovers, like fucking Gacy.
They were hacked. However, some of them can be absolutely ridiculous, such as this one who completely denies his attraction to females after...
Yo, this dude tries to come out and say he was gay to get away without being a child molester.
After he's been caught.
I'm gay.
You're gay.
Yeah, I like guys.
You like guys, so that's why you're on Grindr.
Yeah.
So that's why you're on Grindr. Yeah, but well then why are you hitting up 12-year-old girls or whatever, you fucking sicko? Yeah, nobody gives a fuck about weed, William Wallace. Come on. Adults in the room are talking at this point, so he can eat a dick.
Okay.
Or this Pred who seriously blames his girlfriend for him being caught.
She's been out for me, honestly. I don't even get to see my kids very often.
Okay.
He's trying to blame his girlfriend for him getting caught. He don't get to see his kids. His girlfriend's got it out for him. I think she's got it out for you because she knows you're a fucking predator and she don't want you around their kids. Because look at you. You're showing up to a store with a fucking Rugrats purple sweater hoodie on to meet a kid in the kids section. This guy disgusts me.
So
That's why I got mad respect. Like, see how these dudes are being all calm and everything, but I got mad respect for the dads against predators and shit. Like, for one dude got shot and shit, and they end up inspiring another dude who gets himself killed. So that's what this is gonna be about. We're gonna go over it.
she's going on these apps, posing as you, talking to 13-year-old girls and sending pictures of your.
I would, that's the only person who's got my news, truthfully.
He lies so much and he doesn't even know how stupid the lies are, which is basically the summary of most of these Preds. However, this shows that they would go for the utmost extent of lying.
This dude jumps right over the fence. I seen this one too. I think this was JDon got this dude.
To get themselves out of the situation. So much so that it's not always words that are being used. Now you guys have to realize that these Preds are fully aware of the fact that there are consequences and that their lives are permanently destroyed, which puts them not in the right state of mind. And this can cause a huge risk of safety. And
Fuck them Preds, scumbags. Honestly, if I was doing this, I'd make sure somebody with me was like legally allowed to carry a piece, to be honest. But yeah,
We all go into it with the mindset of,
or I wouldn't record it and I would show up with a piece.
anything can happen, and we're all on board with taking the risk.
which is also a reason for a safe and professional approach.
And I'm pretty much always calm and collective the whole time, and nothing really gets escalated where anyone's getting heated or anything like that. So that's another thing.
Yeah, he's too calm and collective though, this dude. Calm, cool, collective is my perspective. Search the premises. I'll leave no clues for detectives. All right, I'm gonna jump ahead to Dads Against Predators. Here we go.
Happened in my family where a guy with a kid, and I would like go to his jobs because he didn't go to jail or anything like that. So I would go to his jobs
and that's a big problem in a lot of areas. They get probation, or they don't go to jail or prison, or they go to just jail, local fucking jail for this shit, which is a joke.
let people know like this is what
In my town that we don't.
Word. That's a man right there. You gotta respect that. I don't care if they ended up starting to smack people and doing what people think was the wrong thing or whatever. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't do it in the store. You should catch them outside or somewhere where there's not people around, but so you don't put, random people in danger. But other than that,
Everything happened so fast that the law enforcement has recommended them to stop or potentially face legal trouble.
yeah, these are the dudes that kept getting in trouble for doing it, and they call them vigilantes and all this bullshit.
My fear is by doing these types of things.
I mean, if that's the case, then we need vigilantes. If it's this easy for them to catch the predators, because who's deterring these predators? It's these dudes more than the police at this point.
They're going to stir up a hornet's nest, and all they're really doing is exposing these people.
That's not all they're really doing, because if the numbers of predators online is going down in that area because of them directly, that's more than you're doing.
Be embarrassing them, and then they walk free.
But despite pleas from law enforcement, Dads Against Predators,
And they walk free because of you guys, though, not because of the Dads Against Predators. Okay, you should arrest him for simple assault, for smacking dude, and arrest the dude for serious charges.
shows no signs of slowing
The PDF file.
down, especially since they have an audience that absolutely loves it. They even used to have a pretty successful YouTube channel with over 180,000.
But the YouTube don't rock with you actually being against Preds and everything.
Subscribers and over 190 videos. Now it's important to note that this is the only screenshot I could find of their YouTube channel, so it could have been even more. But this did not sit right with the guidelines of YouTube, which got their channel banned. But YouTube is not the only place that they have been banned from. Because of the physical violence that they use, the group had been banned from multiple Ohio stores. Now to say that they didn't have any impact would be wrong. If we set the lives that have been ruined aside, they also started facing issues with their strategy to confront potential offenders, as the more the group met up with men, the more future targets will grow wary of whether they were talking to a real child or a member of That's Against Predators.
That sounds like progress.
Making their city arguably a safer place. However, that is not
arguably
the only impact that they had. As of 2021, the group was alleged to have been tied to ties of 3 people that had accused of sexual misconduct, and this created new thoughts of dangerous possibilities that could happen.
2 people have killed themselves because of our videos, you know.
So now 3 people have it themselves because of his videos. So now there's 3 less of them people too to continue to prey on children. And I mean, Jesus Christ himself said you would be better off to tie a millstone around your neck and throw yourself into the sea than to harm my little ones. I mean, he gave the warning.
So if you're willing to kill yourself, like, why not kill me and then kill yourself, you know? So as soon as I opened up, I'm like, whoa, this is real world. This isn't just YouTube, you know? Like, we're not just out here. This isn't a game. This is real life.
However, despite their fully awareness of the risks, they pretty much became even crazier, which would be the biggest reason for their fame. This created the most iconic videos of their online presence.
This is when I honestly first found out about these dudes. I'm not even gonna front. The first time when I seen these guys was when they were smacking this dude.
Grab my phone. Why'd you gonna be a 13-year-old? Why'd you gonna be a 13-year-old boy?
Why'd you come to meet a 13-year-old boy? Whop. Nice clean
All
one.
of them are just straight
Nah,
up
man, it would have looked like one of them slap fight matches if I slapped that dude. He would have, I guarantee you, I've seen it before. I would have slapped the dude, he would have just went to sleep. Open-handed and everything. Like that. That's what would have basically happened if I did it.
Now, as beautiful,
except I think he hit him in the head with the pumpkin.
Beautiful this content may be, it does have some issues which people have criticized. In the end, this does nothing at all. Now,
but it does, though. This is what El Leon Negro, the black Leon, is failing to realize, is that it does do something, because now these people are actually more afraid of this than they are of getting picked up by the cops, because they've all gone through the system already and they know they don't get shit for it. And even if they do go to jail, they go to a special wing in the jail for the other perverts, and it's a foul, disgusting, disgraciat, fucking should never happen.
you risk getting charged with assault. Just go through the proper channels and work with authorities. So instead of reporting them and having these people titled as sexual predators, they get beat up and
they should be labeled a S-pred on top of it. I mean, let's be real. Lil Mean, what's up, bro? God bless. Good to see you.
Second chance, which does beg the question, why won't they call the police? Well, Joshua has stated that this simply doesn't work.
I want the worst for him. But at the end of the day, I started this because I don't think the judicial system, I don't think the justice system cares about us.
He's got
they
solid
show it
reasoning.
Where they spend their money, they show it, and where they spend their resources, where they spend their time. The prison systems aren't even keeping these guys. I need you to kind of understand that when...
Yeah, they're the first ones that somehow get let out every time. It ain't going to be a dude like Marty Chisetta, who should be out, you know, who was innocent, or a guy like... you know, Kriya, who should get out because he's innocent, or a guy, you know, any of those guys. And none of them can get a compare. Even guys who supposedly did it or whatever, Arena, you know, the dude wasn't, the FBI was behind that war or whatever. And that dude's sitting in there, he don't even know who he is barely anymore. his family just wants to take him home and take care of him till he passes, and they won't let him do that.
Predators get arrested. They get put
But they let these guys out.
on probation. My goal here is to create a culture where we're not nice to us.
A different culture. It's been too normalized for the last 30, whatever. I don't know how long it's been this fucking normalized, but it ain't normal and it ain't cool.
However, it's safe to say that people absolutely love them. Now, as obvious as to why they use violence on these predators, Joshua went into detail explaining why the way he does it.
Violence is a universal language. People that speak Arabic know violence. People that speak Mandarin know violence.
I'm gonna give it to this dude. He might not be the sharpest tool in the shed, but he's intelligent in his own way. He gets it. He's absolutely right about this.
She speaks Spanish.
Violence is the universal language for sure.
No violence. It's a tool that has been used to create freedom. It's a tool that has been used to liberate, and it's a tool that has been used for good. The root of pedophilia, in my opinion, is power. Because these guys want power. They have no power in their life. Nothing's going for them in their life. They are searching for a person to be more powerful than them. And a child is powerful.
That, and they have I think even more than that, they have an innate desire, a disgusting perversion that makes them attracted to children. Whatever that is in them, it's the same thing that makes me attracted to my woman, like to them. But it's not right. I don't think it's right when a dude is attracted to a dude neither, but that's the same type. This is to a level I can't ignore though. You know, this shit shouldn't be ignored at all. I mean, I don't think we should really be letting LGBTQ parades be going up and down the street neither, but that's another topic.
Powerless. If a man walks up to you and smacks you in your face and you stand there and you do nothing about it, you are no longer a man. When I smack a I'm taking him back to who he is. I'm taking him back to being a rat. I'm taking all that power that he think he was about.
I'm taking him back to being a rat. What a great way to put it.
About to acquire, and I'm shoving it right across his face.
However, they started to realize that these predators will not always run away.
A lot of predators will grab at their phones. I think the first time somebody grabbed at Josh's phone and actually kicked Josh, like pretty early in, like maybe 40, probably 30, 40, catch 40 or something like that. So I mean,
those knuckles are designed for that.
We realized these guys.
That shit catches you with a problem.
Which would be shown on this perfect example.
So what we gonna do about it? Wanna go out and scrap? For what? It's not gonna solve. Let's go. Fine. What was that for, man? Fine. Come on. Hey, hello. What? I mean a little kid. Come on, you know.
Punch him right. Just knock him out.
I love that.
What are you doing all this little?
I love that. Come on, fat boy. Come on, fat boy.
I would have been broke his nose a long time ago and knocked him out right after.
Now, at least this one was using his hands to fight back, unlike Dante Wade, who resorted to using his handgun. On June 2020.
Yeah, this dude pulls a gun. That's why I got mad respect for the skinny dude or whatever. He took a bullet over this, saving his buddy.
Joshua and Jay were casually confronting another predator in Target, not being aware that he wouldn't be like any other predator. He immediately starts trying to grab.
I mean, they're not live, so they are filming it. Technically, if they do something like that, they could always delete it.
The camera.
You know, dump the camera, whatever.
Which resulted in a fight. You can even hear a gunshot go off in the middle of it.
Oh no. That's our ass now. Watch out. Get up off me. Stop. Bro. That's not good. Stop. Bro, get help, bro. Get him.
The footage barely shows anything, but after a moment they grab their camera and run away.
You just saw the blood all over the
But luckily, out of all places that Jay Carnicom could have been hit, he got hit in the leg. This was a miracle. Jay was able to go to the hospital and get treatment for his injuries, and it was later explained how they survived this deadly situation.
By the time I do a 360, Jay and him are like, this is the gun. Jay and him are like this.
You busted out that fast?
Yeah, busted out. Bro, he's gonna shoot me in the back. He was gonna shoot me. As soon as I got my gun away, his next option was, I can't get the phone, so I'm gonna shoot. And he's in like a prayer position like this with the gun, like on his knees, like this, on top of him. And I'm basically moving like that, same position, like on top of him. And I got my hands on the guns too. And he's trying to, I'm ducking my chin in the back of his neck. Eventually I had my finger in the gun, whatever that is.
His partner should have just pulled something out and stabbed that dude while he had that gun, and he would have dropped that shit so fast.
And threw it all the way to the cereal section.
However, surprisingly, even with such a life-changing moment, they are still going as this video is being made. As this video is being created, their most recent post was 1 day ago, gathering around 13,000 likes. And by looking at their Instagram pages, their videos are still doing pretty well. But it seems like the shooting is something that will haunt them forever.
Like for the first few days, I closed my eyes and I was like still fighting for the gun. And just a lot of like what ifs, you know? What if I didn't get the gun out of his hands, you know? What if Jay didn't stop him from shooting me? Even though it was all over and I'm back home and everything's nice and safe and stuff, it was just like a lot of just going over the situation over again.
Jay has since completely healed from the injury, which is now a lesson for the both of them.
Like, we're never gonna do like an inside of a store or anything like that, because there was always people that'd be like, oh, you put everybody at risk. And we didn't, like, we kind of set that aside, to be fair, and like, I ain't too scared to say that I've been wrong and to adapt.
However, it was too late for any lessons to be learned for Robert Lee, mostly known.
I'm glad I just took that out the case and did that, because it don't feel right. I must have to oil it or do something. It ain't swinging like it should. But yeah, I would have poked that dude with the quickness.
Known as Bupak Shakur, Bupak has been around the internet for a long time. You can
Bupak Shakur blowing ounces of piff and constantly smoking high as kites using relos.
You can see this when finding older images of Bupak when he used to just post images of his family and friends. On June 27, 2013, Bupak made his first post on Instagram promoting his now deleted YouTube channel Footage Gang 248. So he has been creating content for a very long time.
Yes, David James, he brought a gun to meet a child, and anybody who's going to meet a child, bro, you got to be ready for a kidnapper. You know what I'm saying? I would make sure I had a blade and somebody on my staff was legally allowed to have a gun too.
However, it would be until he noticed Joshua and Jay when he got inspired to do the same thing.
That's what made me like start thinking triple about it. Because when I was watching, matter of fact, I was watching like Skeeter, you and Skeeter. I kept seeing him catch people at Myers. I'm like, damn, this is all Michigan right now. What is going on? I seen you at the store that day. That's when I ran up on you.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, dog. I was like, yeah, y'all be doing the dab shit. So that's when I was actually playing around with the app too. I said, cuz I got a mother to catch right now.
You did too.
He would post his first catch on Instagram on March.
Damn, he ran into this dude in the store and he had a dude already on the app ready to bust for him.
March 7, 2022.
What up, son? Who you coming to meet? G, already know what's up, sir.
Damn, so this is how this dude, the black dude, gets down. He just gets right out and rolls up on him. Yo, I already know I'm here, who you're here to meet.
I already know your name and all that. What's good with you? Coming to meet a little girl? Where you going? What's up? I already know what's up, man. You might as well holler at me, G. I already know, man. You a out, son. Straight
word.
Get that license plate.
Now his first catch is relatively calm compared to that's against predators, but that would change quickly. Because he would start doing something that completely made him unique from everyone else.
Danny came through, wanted to marry the girl, get her pregnant.
Oh man.
4:30 in the morning. Yeah, I bust both his front tires.
Tire popping. Even though he doesn't smack or hurt the pred, this way of approaching is arguably equally as insane.
I fucks with it.
Little girl. Ram truck. Yeah, that's something. Look at this. Yeah. Yeah, Look at this. Who you here to meet, sir? You're you here to meet a little girl?
No.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I already seen you coming from over there. You texted me and you can't go nowhere. You're stuck, and I'm calling the police on you.
Tire popping was...
Hey, he's trying, and he says he's calling the cops. Maybe he does. I mean, these people should still get arrested. I don't give a fuck. That should be considered a citizen's arrest. You should be allowed to pop a tire to stop them, do whatever to stop these sickos.
So iconic to Bupak that when he made a video recreating a cache on GTA, people would mention tire popping. He even named his own knife Big John and started creating merch out of it. And with comments such as, bro, this channel could be better than DAP, keep slashing those perverts tires and the followers will flood in, Bupak was nowhere near to calming down, which he even said himself.
You about to stop?
Hell no.
Hell no.
I'm just getting started because now I got fired from my job.
He also...
Yo, seriously? Name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Rest in peace to Bupak, man. He really did go out doing the right thing, though. If there was more people who had his back and more people out there like this, we wouldn't even have these kinds of problems.
also stated that he was going full-time.
So now you'll be doing...
And a dude like Bupak would still be here.
...this more full-time?
Hell yeah, shit. I'm talking to motherfuckers right now.
Obviously, his channel didn't last long and has been permanently deleted. Now, as dangerous as this already was, it would only get worse.
The one dude that showed up at 1:30 in the morning, I kicked his car, and the dude that showed up at Dollar General booted his. And then I was like, you know what, man? I'll be taking it a little far.
And he definitely did take it further. Bupak went from just popping tires...
Oh, he inside the store, so look at this. Yeah, you
to punching the windows of their vehicles.
Good for him, bro.
Got another one. What's up, boy?
So yeah, I wanted to show like the opposite end of the spectrum from what MRE went over, since I know a lot of people already seen MRE did the show with the other dudes who keep it calm and shit. But I wanted to show the other end of the spectrum.
Gotta do your pet.
And sometimes doing both in one video.
What's up, dog? What you come here to do, sir? Came to meet a little girl, didn't you? Get out the car before we call the cops on you.
He would even go to their houses and break their windows.
It's two of y'all. It's two of y'all.
And even sometimes chase the predators after popping their tires, which he called the ride of shame.
Yo, the ride of shame. Good. Yo, this dude was a good dude. He was funny. He had a little pizzazz. The ride of shame. I like that. I fuck with that.
Now, despite how much the audience loved his videos, they understood how dangerous it was and some tried to warn him to be careful, while others warned him for the legal trouble. You could be charged for vandalism. As much as I love
Man, look at these fucking concern trolls.
watching you do this, you're literally just gonna get yourself arrested. There's a reason why every other catcher makes sure to not physically harm the creep's body or property on camera. Homie just gotta get himself arrested at some point. However, being arrested would probably have been a better outcome than what happened to Bupak next.
In Pontiac, a man with a large following on social media known for going after predators was shot and killed during an argument over the weekend.
The inevitable happened. On September 29,
He finally ran into two YNs that were trying to meet some young girls.
Buck Shakur has been shot and killed in Michigan. Lee confronted two teenagers Friday night, a 17 and 18-year-old, at a restaurant in Pontiac. He accused one of being a and punched him, according to the police news release. The suspected 17-year-old shot Lee several times with a pistol, and he was taken to the hospital where he later died.
I don't know if anybody saw that too. It said that the dude that he punched pulled out a knife, and the other suspect, the 17-year-old, shot him.
Of his injuries. Now, as unfortunate as this was, with his insane style of approaching predators, everyone saw this coming. It was pretty much bound to happen. And his death has obviously frustrated those who never agreed with his way of approaching predators even more. This was going to happen eventually, and
I don't even want to hear that part of it. That's some old bullshit. All right, we skipped through a lot of this anyway because a lot of this was bullshit, but I'm not going to listen to any of the bullshit that it's gotta lead to violence.
We can all agree that Robert Lee is a perfect example of wanting to catch predators in an unprofessional and violent manner without any luck. And
nah, I'm not going to agree with that. Rest in peace to that man. Fuck this slanderous ending, but yeah. The rest of some of it was pretty good, but I'm done with that. What do you guys think about these scumbags? All right, I don't know if you guys saw this. The girl at Cinnabon who was getting harassed and they fired her for saying a word. Yeah, little mean wood chipper 2028. I agree. What am I doing? Hang on.
I will look at this video in two ways.
Here
But
we go.
first, take a look at what this lady said.
Come see Columbus, Ohio, thought investigators. If you go to the government-assisted housing areas,
And I know you guys, if anybody's seen my episodes on Somalians, then you'll know about all this.
you will find that most of the housing is Somalians. I would say about 80% of the government-assisted housing in Columbus is occupied by Somalians. And the parking lot is occupied with a whole bunch of brand new cars. And the women walking around have designer purses with EBT cards, and they have Apple iPhones stuck up in their hijabs.
Nah, man, you came just in time for the radical white power shit, William Wallace. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. And then go to the businesses that are
But we got black women spitting our white power for us and African men.
owned by the men. Because see, what happens is when you have a restaurant or when you have a little corner store and you have a couple of wives and you only have to claim one, then that means the other wives get EBT cards. And you can use those EBT cards to buy food for your store or your restaurant.
Yeah, little mean. Somebody gave that chick over $100 grand already. The one who said the N-word to the two Somalis, because they were there harassing her about not wearing a hijab, saying sexual nasty shit to her, and before they even started recording, and they were still talking about it in the beginning of the recording, and she called them out, and they couldn't take it. I mean, as if like she ain't never been called a cracker, or as if, she ain't never heard none of the, whatever, if she's Jewish or Polish, she never heard Polak, or if she was Irish, she never heard Mick, or if she was Italian, she never heard WAP, or if she was Hispanic, she never heard spit. Come the fuck on.
Yeah. Or what you can do is you can get a home health aid company, and then you only hire Somalians to work the home health aid. And what you do is you just make sure their paperwork looks right. It don't have to be right, but you just make sure it looks right. And then you send them off for those home health aid jobs. Y'all don't want to talk about
Somalis in Minnesota, Democratic Representative Ilhan Omar people have been caught stealing billions of dollars, tax amongst a whole bunch of money that was supposed to be sent is with autism, amongst other things. And one of the ways how they got away with it is they indoctrinated.
He ain't wrong.
Convincing the parents of these kids that they had autism. Social services recruiting.
It ain't hard to convince parents whose kids are 60 IQ that they have autism or they're retarded.
No. That money was spent on luxury cars, houses.
I'm not joking. I think the average Somalian IQ is like 60 or 68 at the highest.
Travel. Donald Trump has terminated the funds. Billions of dollars.
Which technically is considered retarded.
Are missing. And yet for all you liberals out there, you all still want to continue listening to Ilhan Omar, brother, to get in the country. Rumors have it, complain all day long. She can't complain where she comes from. Minnesota is a war now. You can have Somalia reaping havoc. They were able to...
Remember Minnesota? There used to be something called Minnesota Nice. Those days are over. We better stop letting invaders invade. We're going to end up in the dying thralls like Europe is right now.
To convince our social services.
Put out a GoFundMe because...
Yeah, 88% of them are on welfare, William Wallace. You can't take in any groups of people where 88% of them are on welfare. We can't take you in. I'm sorry. You got to go. That means you're not making it work for yourself when we let you in here. Can't be here 30 years and this and that and be on welfare. Get the fuck out of here. Shit, that don't work like that. New York State won't even give my girl more than like 4 months of unemployment or whatever they're saying if she don't find a job by then. Like, it's a fucking joke. She ain't never took none of this shit ever.
This is just a summary to why people are angry and furious about this issue of Somalians. These two are just expressing themselves how they feel about the whole thing. We will see more cases like what you saw at the beginning.
So, as you see, like these aren't your average white supremacists, William Wallace. But if it was us saying these things,
This video frequent.
Yes, Lil Main, they sent tons of that money and the legal money and the tax money they scam, and they send it all over, a lot of it over to Somalia. I heard a lady say the average Somalian here takes care of like 15 to 20 Somalians back home, and their whole country still looks like shit.
Because a lot of
it's not even just intergenerational welfare. It's intergenerational welfare for them and everyone back in their country.
People now see these,
including the terrorists,
Somalians differently because of things like this. At a certain point, looking at what I saw on that video, black people are now in support of this lady getting fired. I have seen a lot of people on TikTok. What this lady actually said triggered me. It drew my attention to what we have been talking. Let's forget the fact that some people will stand up to say these people were right. They had to trigger this lady to an extent. She had to lose her cool.
Yeah. They're talking about the chick from Cinnabon, And it's true, they did. They were the ones that had to go at her until she freaked out. Like, you don't have to treat nobody like that at their job. Like, that's disgusting the way they were treating her in her own country.
You know,
Like it's their country.
she knew she was being filmed, right? And now everybody knows that if you are racist and somebody videotapes it, you can collect a lot of money from the other racist. So, I mean, the trade-off, like, she's probably going to get more money off.
She already has, and she will most definitely get. Silo Hendrix got how much? 800 grand
for being racist than she would have gotten if she stayed at Cinnabons. And all of you people,
William Wallace, don't get it twisted. They've been doing it here too for decades on a much larger scale because we have a way bigger population. So, you know, you guys get hundreds a day or thousands on these dinghies a week. And at the most, we get millions a year coming over our borders. It's disgusting, William Wallace. And all this, you know, zero movement on the border and this and that. It's all just Trump administration bullshit, like, to be honest. Yeah, the numbers are down, but trust me, we're still flooded.
that keep posting it and reposting it, you are just cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. She's just
Yep, you're just making her money. Keep it up.
gonna get more money. I don't really get it. Like, we already know.
Oh,
there
we
are
get
people
it.
that are racist. I mean, I don't understand. Like, every
She's not even racist for calling them what she called them. She can call them that all she wants. That doesn't even make her racist.
time somebody's caught being racist, we gotta post a video of them.
She would be all about it if it wasn't going in the racist, so-called racist favor. But she ain't about it because it ain't going in their favor. For sure, Lil Main.
Being racist? Are you serious? Are you serious? We know. We know this already.
Filming this, wanting to trend, go viral on TikTok, make maybe a little money. This lady actually realized that she was being taped. Yeah, maybe it triggered her to say what she even said. Because we have seen a similar situation like this over and over. In another hand, this guy, believing that if the video go viral, now people will say, oh, they're threatening his life. Let's create a GoFundMe for him to protect him for his safety. Start receiving his own side of the money from both sides. This other side will be sending here, the other side sending there. That is a scenario here. That is what we witnessed in the days of Camilo Anthony. Another lady coming out saying, oh, calling another person the N-word. You know, things escalated to raising money.
Yeah, good.
We are used to with things like this. I just want to know your opinion on the comment section. Drop, let me know what you think.
Yeah, let me know what you think in my comment section. Because, yeah, this country is done with racism and Islamophobia. No, this country is done with one race being able to get away with whatever they want and call people whatever they want. And only one race only one race having to keep their mouth shut. And every other race be able. That's the problem. If everybody was on the same playing field, we wouldn't give a fuck. Here we go. So look, This dude got cleared. This black guy here got cleared by the jury for stabbing this dude as if he didn't stab him because the dude said the N-word after he stabbed him.
I'll allow it.
Abracadabra. And then I stab ya. Magic words over here in Portland, a place that is full of
Yeah, of course it's Portland, by the way. Portland, Oregon.
suicidal, fat, lefty, ugly chicks.
Not Portland, Maine, little
With
Maine.
a lot of metal through their face and empty brains in their heads, boys. Here you've got a situation where a black dude stabbed a guy. And the jury is like, well, he said the N-word. He said the N-word, guys. The magical N-word.
Yeah, after he got stabbed.
Okay. Let's play this game. Let's say that makes sense. That's not even what happened here.
Yeah, this is like setting precedent for the N-word defense, David James. Like it's a real thing now. The N-word defense.
The magic word was invoked in the aftermath of the alteration. Alteration? What was this
Altercation. Yeah, they can't even. All right. Anyway, so like if a white dude gets called cracker and he shoots somebody in the face, is that okay?
Hey, doing some more moral end.
Of course, it's not moral.
I'm gonna try to turn this into something that's not completely irredeemable. No, altercation. That's how I guess I got that. This story's so stupid, it's making me lose IQ just talking to you about it. So now, dumb white guilt having suicidal libtards in Portland.
I'm gonna actually say it was probably half of the fucking people on the jury were probably illegal immigrants with tax ID numbers and socials given to them for the parole program under Biden or some shit.
They're fine with a black dude stabbing you and trying to murder you.
Or if you get like a couple black nationalists on the jury, that could be enough right there.
If you invoke this special magic word. And you...
Yeah, David James. If he said that shit, you must have quit. If he said that shit, you must have quit.
Don't even need to say it first to be stabbed. You could just be stabbed and like, fucking... And now it's like, oh, okay, well, the laws of physics no longer exist. And because he knew you were going to say it after he stabbed you, it's now not a crime. What?
Fuck
what?
you.
I
hate you.
Daily Mail over here. Could you imagine? I want to see the court. I don't want to see the court drawing. You got one of those 4+ hour long Viagra boners? We're like, hey, you know, you should call the dog. No, just look at an image of whatever the hell a Portland jury looks like. Portland jury clears black man of assault because white man he stabbed had said the N-word. Yeah, but the guy stabbed him.
That shit's ridiculous. Needed Uncle Ruckus with the rope on jury. Yeah, they did need an Uncle Ruckus, to be honest with you. Need a couple of them to help out the community. All right, everybody. I'm going to be headed out. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Nah, I didn't see that, Lil Mean. That I must have missed. Somebody should hook her up too. But yeah, thanks for coming through, everybody. God bless. Christ is King. Be safe out there. Hopefully I'll see y'all next time I go live. Peace out.